Recently, there's been a lot of buzz about AI taking over software engineering jobs entirely, and honestly, I have my doubts. It feels like a narrative being pushed by AI companies trying to sell their products. The truth is, software engineering talent is still highly in demand, sometimes even more so. But in an ironic twist, AI is actually making it harder for employers to find great software engineers. Let me tell you a story about how AI is completely ruining the interview process for both small startups and massive tech companies. A newly launched Eastern European startup had just secured its first $2.5 million in seed funding, an incredible milestone. At the time, the entire company consisted of just 2 people, so hiring their first engineers was a top priority. They set up a LinkedIn account, and almost immediately, they received a message from a seemingly qualified engineer, without even posting a job listing. Naturally, they were excited. The candidate was a senior software engineer with over 9 years of experience, based in Poland, fluent in JavaScript, TypeScript, and Python. His resume was impressive, boasting years of experience at reputable companies. It was a no-brainer. He moved on to the next round. This initial screening was a standard HR-style interview. The only red flags? He claimed to have attended Warsaw University in Poland, but didn't speak a word of Polish. On top of that, despite supposedly being Eastern European, his accent sounded distinctly Asian. But given his credentials, they overlooked these minor concerns and pushed him forward. Next up was a one-on-one with one of the founders. The goal? Dive deeper into his experience and determine if he was the right fit. Once again, everything checked out. His English wasn't the best, but let's be real, coding skills are what truly matter in this industry. Then came the technical interview, the real test, and he crushed it. The guy was incredibly skilled, passing every challenge with ease. At this point, there was only 1 round left before he'd receive a formal job offer. The final interview was with the second co-founder. The conversation started off as expected, but as the interview progressed, something felt off. The co-founder pressed deeper into his background, and cracks began to appear in his story. Details didn't quite add up. Then it hit them. This man, who had aced every stage of the interview, was using an AI-powered filter to deceive them. His entire background was a fabrication, designed to land him the job. The co-founder immediately flagged the deception, and the offer was scrapped on the spot. Despite the ordeal, they were still in desperate need of an engineer. This time, they opted for a more traditional approach, posting the job on LinkedIn while being extra cautious. Applications poured in, and among them was another seemingly perfect candidate. This time, it was a Serbian developer with over 9 years of experience, boasting roles at major companies like HubSpot and Whoosh. A strong contender. He went through the same rigorous process, but right from the initial screening, something felt off. Yet again, this candidate lacked the expected Eastern European accent. Instead, he sounded distinctly Asian, and despite claiming to be Serbian, he didn't speak a word of Serbian. The red flags were impossible to ignore. Still, they moved him to the next round, determined to be thorough. Then came the CEO interview, where their suspicions were confirmed. The moment he turned on his camera, alarm bells went off. First, he looked nothing like his LinkedIn profile picture. Then, the dead giveaway. The co-founder conducting the interview decided to test him. Your avatar looks a little off. Are you using any kind of software to modify your camera feed? Could you put your hand in front of your face? Silence. No. The candidate finally responded. It's not a joke, the interviewer pressed. I can see that you're using some kind of software. Just do it, or we'll end the conversation right now. Okay, thank you, the candidate muttered. No, the interviewer insisted. Just put your hand in front of your face. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. And with that, he disconnected. Every time he raised his hand, the AI-generated filter distorted, clear proof that his entire appearance was fake. Even more shockingly, The filter he was using was modeled after a Polish politician. The company immediately terminated the interview. And the biggest twist? They strongly suspected that this second candidate was actually the same guy as the first, just attempting a second shot at the job. After all, he seemed to already know the questions, answering them with even more confidence than before. The same person, the same scam, twice. And this is just the beginning of AI's impact on hiring. You might be thinking, why should I care? This happened at a small startup in Eastern Europe. But this issue is actually worse for big companies like Google, Amazon, and other top tech firms because their jobs are highly desirable. If you're a senior engineer at one of these companies, you might come across something like this, or even more advanced scams. And as AI improves, it will get harder to tell if someone is using a fake identity or AI tools in interviews. Why would someone do this? Here are 3 possible reasons. 1. A software engineer from a low-paying country might fake their identity to land a job in a higher-paying country. 2. Someone could be paid to take the interview on behalf of another candidate, helping them secure the job. 3. A more serious risk, they could be trying to get into companies to steal sensitive information. This is more likely at big tech companies than small startups, but it's still a threat. Honestly, I have no idea what this guy planned to do after getting the job. Would he have created fake IDs, lived an entirely fake life? It's crazy to think about. Now, this example might seem extreme. Most candidates won't go as far as using AI filters to fake their appearance. But smaller AI tricks are already causing problems, and hiring managers are struggling to keep up. For example, job applications are now flooded with AI-generated resumes. These resumes are perfectly written to match job descriptions and can easily pass through automated screening systems. Some AI tools even apply to jobs on behalf of candidates automatically. And let's say a company tries to filter out unqualified engineers using coding tests or live technical interviews. AI can now solve these problems in real time. Even if the question is read out loud, the AI can listen, transcribe it, and generate the correct solution instantly. AI is completely changing the hiring process. While big AI companies like Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic might deserve the chaos they helped create, small startups don't. In fact, even Anthropic says in their job applications, "We encourage people to use AI to work more efficiently, but please do not use AI assistance during the application process." So they made this problem, and now they don't know how to fix it. Before AI robots show up to take me away, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.